It's day 6 of our 10 days in space. But this day came with unusually high levels of danger as we battled through high-risk gameplay and doubled down against some of the most common gameplay problems. This extended episode, pushing several hours of gameplay, multiple ships, vehicles, and locations, put both our own skills as a player and the stability of Star Citizen to the test as we try to survive 10 days in space. Logged out of our ship in the middle of uncharted space, partway between the refinery of Her-1 and the planet of Hurston in our Prospector. But the real question when we re-enter the game is, where will we be? For this challenge to succeed, we must wake up in the bed of our Prospector. We made it to the start of day 6.
You're really rolling the dice when logging out and back into the Prospector.
How so?
The Prospector has a known bug that will cause your character to wake up stuck in the Prospector's machinery and unable to move.
Wake up! Wake up!
It only seems to return you to your bed about 50% of the time.
You waited until now to tell me?
You never asked. Besides, you said you wanted to take some risks during this series.
That's true. But at least for today, I do plan to swap out ships, so maybe we'll get a temporary reprieve.
What's the plan for today?
Today, I plan to go purchase an ROC mining vehicle and do a little rock mining, but perhaps do it in a way that brings the highest risk to the game.
I can hardly wait.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
In case there was any doubt as to my sincerity, let me assure you, it was 100% sarcastic.
I thought so. But you just wait. I think you'll have fun, if we're not killed in the process. For right now, we just need to get this ROC purchased, and then take the Prospector back to M1, where we left our Cutlass.
With us playing as if everything is real and permanent, and with no ship claims, needing to travel about the verse to exchange ships will probably be a common occurrence for all players.
Exactly. And what I'm also thinking is that while we're passing back by Her-1, let's mine up some quick minerals from the asteroids there and make it worth the trip back to the M1 refinery. Well, there's a little high-value mineral, but let's take a look around for something a little better and some other rocks. I don't need anything great, but I do like getting purer concentrations. We've spent a good bit of time here, and I'm just not stumbling across even a moderately good rock. So let's just go ahead and take what we can find right here, even if it does have a lot of inerts, and make the best of it. All filled up, now off to M1. Even though that was a very modest rock, it still brought in a little over 8,000 credits.
Every bit helps.
Let's get the Cutlass and get it loaded up with our new rock mining vehicle.
Have you decided where we're going to do our mining?
Yes, we're going to try to find one of the new caves introduced in 3.13 that allows vehicle entry, and take the rock inside to see if we can do any mining. But first, we have to find one of these caves. What do your databanks have on caves in the area?
Accessing. There are no known caves with ship or vehicle entry on the moons of Microtech, but the planet itself contains 3 that are accessible by ship, and 1 that is accessible by vehicle. Which one would you like to try?
We could probably fly the rock into any one of the 3 caves, but let's get the coordinates of that one vehicle accessible cave and find that one.
Linking coordinates.
We'll start at the closest coordinate of OM1, fly down near the surface, and start our search from there.
I really hate to curb your boyish-like enthusiasm, but aren't you forgetting something?
What's that?
You haven't picked up your ROC yet.
I totally forgot. Okay, let's go to one of the bigger outposts where we can spawn our new toy. The research outpost will do. Now, let's get it loaded up. Fits perfect.
Now you can start looking for the cave.
Cave discovery it is.
But tell me what's your game and how to play, 'cause I'm new at loving. With that cheating I promise not to miss a thing. What's your game I wanna play, 'cause I need skid out loving. With that cheating I promise not to let you win. But don't ask me to forget. I leave all my pixel friends in the background of the past. Could there really be for you? And I wanna set you on.
While we've been very slowly honing in on these cave coordinates, I've been thinking. I'm wondering how data trading might work with something like this. Let's say, for instance, we bought the coordinates for some cave from a data trader. Would it just put a marker down that we can directly quantum to? Or might there be some gameplay where we are depending upon the reliability or quality of the data? Maybe it gets you close, but still requires some hunting like we're doing now. In an odd way, even though we've been on this very extended and time-consuming search, I'm kind of enjoying it, because I feel like when I finally find the cave, it's going to be a victory all in itself. If I had just picked up a mission to mark it and quantum jump there, or similarly found it via that high-quality data concept, I don't know, I don't think it would feel quite as fulfilling.
I get what you're saying. There does seem to be some gameplay just in this exercise of the search itself, and I'm sure with practice we'll get better at using coordinates. That idea of the person themselves getting better at the game by playing, rather than some leveling mechanic, does seem to be the way CIG does things.
Yeah, but our problem right now is that we're losing light. It seems that we're right at the cave location by this facility, but with it getting dark and a storm rolling in, we'll need to wait till we have more light before finding it. It's just too risky, and it's unlikely we'll even find it in the dark.
So what will we do?
I'm going to do the extremely risky action of landing here on the planet and logging out to wait for daytime.
That's suicide. The chances of successfully logging back into the game in our ship while landed on the planet's surface are approximately...
I know, it's very low, but I have a plan.
You've got a plan.
Yes.
I'm hoping that being landed on a solid man-made surface rather than out in the open terrain will prevent our ship from falling through the planet's surface when we get back and log in.
You're a maniac.
I know, this could be our series-ending maneuver, but we said we were going to put both ourselves and the game to the test. And this is it. Possibly the riskiest thing we've done so far. And there's also the risk that being this close to New Babbage will spawn us into the apartments and not our ship. Not to mention this extremely bad weather that's kicked up. I can barely see the facility.
Things are in a sad state when we have a fear of just logging out of the game, but I want the viewers to know, this was not my idea.
It's all on me. We'll just keep our fingers crossed and wait till the next episode to see if there's even going to be a tomorrow. Good night, Mobi. Sleep well.
I doubt I'll get any sleep at all.